Okay, so we are nearing the end here. I have something planned for the 25th, and I have ideas for the 24th. I don't know exactly what I'm going to go for that day, but again, look forward to that. So, that's coming up in, what are we, 4 days away from the 24th? 5 days away from the 24th. So, I'm excited. I'm ready to have this done because there's days where I would do 7 at a time, and then I take a week off. It's like, oh crap, I gotta go do more of these. So I'm ready to have these done. I had a couple mishaps where I put up one that was supposed to go up on the 13th. I put that up on the 12th. So I just quickly switched them. I don't really say days in the video because I still don't know exactly when I'm gonna put each of these videos up. Sometimes I record them, but then you don't see which one I record first, which one I record second, and so on and so forth. So, I'm so ready. I will have these done. I'm sitting down. I'm going to be doing 4 today, and then again, I have 2 more. Again, I have the 25th planned. I've not done it yet, but it's just I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for the 24th yet. So, I'll probably go through and look at everything else. But yeah, just so you know, it's coming up. Christmas is right around the corner. Sadly, I did talk about it at the beginning of the month about doing the whole month in December. I think I'm going to be done after the 25th. Again, these can be kind of taking a toll on me, and then sometimes I have to make sure I have something up today because I forgot to do it because I would record so many in a setting. So I think I'm going to just be done after the 25th. I'll mention that on, the 24th and the 25th, but again, a little sneak peek here, because this will be day 20. So I do know this one will be day 20. I have that planned. So get into it. We are ranking the months. Again, these are just random, no, real point to it, just for fun. So put down in the comments your favorite month. Put down your least favorite month. These are not in order, and this is October, and because it's of the cursive, the style of cursive, it is so hard to read some of these. It took me a little bit to read April. October took me the longest. I had to go through every single one and was like, what is this? So, finally got to figure out. I'll start with October. I do like it. It's not my favorite, but it's the time of the year where everything kind of cools down, usually October 1st, 2nd, early in the month. It's usually still 60 degrees, somewhere around there. And then it can get down to, 30s and 40s by the end of October, around Halloween. This year, for example, we actually had snow on the 29th or 30th, somewhere around there. So the very end of October, we had snow on the ground. I know there was a place in Michigan that got snow 3 days before we did, 2 days before we did. I think it was Iron Mountain or something like that up north. So close to Canada. So it's fun. I mean, I enjoy it for, when I did cross country and whatnot. October is time of month time of the year, or season, I should say, not really year, but season, where everything, again, cools down, and it's okay, well, now I'm actually going to enjoy running because it's not super cold, where it's 5 degrees, this week here, real time, December, I think it's 23rd or 22nd. It's going to be real cold, down in the single digits. I'm recording this. Packers play tonight. Again, you're going to see this tomorrow. So, you're going to see this the day after the Packers play. It's supposed to be 10 degrees, 15 degrees tonight for the Packers game. So, it's cold. October's not that cold, and I'm fine with that. December, absolutely love December, just because, for me, Thanksgiving, end of November, up to really New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. That's the time period where it's just there's so much going on, so much happening in my life. Usually the past 2 years, it's been finals for college. So it's okay, well, if I get through finals, then Christmas is right around the corner. So there's just so much that happens in my life because of all the holidays, because of, personal reasons and whatnot. My birthday at the end of November. November, December is the time of year where everything gets busy for me, but I have so much fun. And then you hit New Year's Day, go after a couple days after that, everything kind of settles down in January. It's thank God. And then, Valentine's Day, all these other days are not there's nothing until February, essentially. So, January is that peace period of just okay, we can take a sigh of relief. everything's done. Let's just go and relax now. But you can't relax because here in the northern hemisphere it's winter, so it sucks. But January is whatever. Speaking of January, I don't know. I again, the very start of January, I'm totally okay with, but it gets so gloomy. Actually, I'll put it up one. I'll put it up one because of football. I'll do it because of football. But it gets so gloomy, and it's again colder up here. If you're not, California, Texas, Florida, some southern state, it can be cold, and there's gonna be probably snow on the ground and whatnot if you're up here in the north. So it's just so boring. You can't do anything. Can't really go outside because that's when it's usually in the negatives. I talked about this in my weather video. It's January, February are cold, so it's just it sucks. It's you can't really do anything. But January has playoff football, man. Playoff football. How can you not love the playoffs? I don't care what sport it is. Hockey, baseball, basketball, football, soccer, whatever. How can you not love the playoffs? One and done. You win, advance, you lose, you're out of the playoffs. I absolutely love the playoffs. It doesn't matter the sport. Football, obviously, I grew up on football. This channel's mainly football. Again, I have done some other stuff. I've done some World Cup streams here in the past month. I've done basketball skits and whatnot for the playoffs. So, that's what I really love about January is, December football is meaningful to a lot of teams. Again, Packers, we're still in the race. We need a win tonight. And again, tomorrow, when you see this video, you'll know if we won or lost. Again, I'm, from the past, so I don't know. But, teams like the Packers are still in the hunt. You have teams like Eagles still haven't locked up the division yet. You got teams that have locked the divisions, but, you have so many teams fighting for the spots. We add an extra week, which, whatever. I'm indifferent about the extra week, but, January is a bright spot. It is the playoffs. But, again, there's not really much outside of that. Especially if your team doesn't make the playoffs. It can be fun to watch other teams, support, like, Buffalo Bills. I love their fan base. I still hope the Jaguars make the playoffs. I do. I would absolutely love that. They're my second favorite team, if you don't know. So, that would just be an amazing thing to see. It's just, the Jags make the playoffs in January, too. If my Packers can't, root for my Jags all the way. Let's go. April, I like it. Cute. I'm not going to change the names. That's fine. It gets nice and warm. Early April can be kind of cold. Late April can be fine. Easter. That's basically what April is known for, essentially, is Easter. But, to me, it's always a time of year where it's, early to mid-spring. Everything's warming up. You have, snow going away. The days are longer. The days are warmer as well. So, April's pretty fun. April is pretty fun. July, summer, middle of summer, so fun. Now, I know if you're in the South, you probably hate, June, July, August. I mean, I don't hate it as much because it's not as warm up here in the northern part of the U.S. as it is, again, down in, California, Texas, Florida, like stuff like that. So, the humidity's not as bad. But, January, July, it's still, that's the time of month for us, or time of year, I should say, time of year for us, where humidity really, it affects us. And then it lingers into August. And it lingers, and then it's, end of August, you have school, September, usually what happens. And, what happens? It's not usually what happens. Well, I guess unless, COVID, it stops it all. But, point is July, it gets so warm. And yes, early July can be fun. It can be nice, you can have some nice days. But, when that sun is beating down on you, it can get hot. Especially if there's no wind, no shade, and again, you have humidity and whatever else. So, where's August? I'll put August. I'll put it right there too, because it's just, they're fun. They're, summertime, amazing, yes, but it's just like that's the time of year where it gets really hot here, and I hate the heat. So, um, was this November? Again, it's hard for me to tell because that's my birthday month. I'm biased. Oh, hang on, we'll do that. I know, not. Well, I guess I shouldn't say not a ton of people. I get, some people don't care about Thanksgiving and whatever. I get it. Or Black Friday, I get that too because I don't really go. I really haven't much in my life, in my young life. Really haven't done a lot of Black Friday shopping either. But to me, it's kind of like a special meal for me. Like Thanksgiving is a special meal. We're a family. We always had turkey. I know there's the whole thing where people have ham on Thanksgiving, turkey on Christmas, whatever. We're ham on Christmas, turkey on Thanksgiving. So, it's always like it's one of the only times really where I have turkey. Like it's kind of, to me, it's a special meal because I don't have a lot of turkey throughout the year. Maybe I'll have sliced turkey, like just the slices on a sandwich or whatever. But like I don't really eat a lot of turkey, so it doesn't get old for me. Never I never hate it or whatever. Always love Thanksgiving again, and if my birthday is on that day too, it's just it's so much better. But again, it's always around. Every 7 years, I believe it's on Thanksgiving. So, I've had it on Black Friday, had it on the Saturday after all this stuff. This year, hang on, I can actually double check. We're just got to go a month back. This year it was on Saturday. So, yeah. So, it's just nice to have it around, around a holiday. And then again, for me, usually my birthday, again, sometimes it's before, sometimes it's after. Birthday, Thanksgiving is usually the start of the busiest time of my life. December is usually crazy for me and whatnot. So, again, it's fun. I love it. Always going to love my birthday. Always going to wish for snow on my birthday. It's not always my birthday wish, but, every year it's always like I just pray we get snow at the end of November. So, March, March is, again, just kind of like April. It's that time of the year where things kind of start to warm up again. St. Patrick's Day as a kid was always so fun for me. Like a lot of green everywhere. As I'm getting older too, it's a lot of drinking. Because that's what Wisconsinites do, is we drink. But it's fun. March is fun. And again, it's the time where early March, it's, things are kind of cold, and then end of March, maybe it's 40s, 45, 50, somewhere around there. So that's just always nice. So yeah. June to me, and I have a feeling as I, get into an adult and get out of college and whatnot, even though I end college in May, I know a lot of colleges end in May, but for me, June has always been the end of school, the start of summer, and it's always just been like, yeah, I love it. I'm ready. I'm counting down the days, and I'm getting ready for summer, planning vacations or whatever. Usually that first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something happens. We usually go on something, whether it's to like the Milwaukee Zoo, which is still one of my favorite places. I don't go there a lot, but I still love the Milwaukee Zoo, or whatever, go out of state or whatever. But usually like June is kind of like a travel month. But it's just like, hey, let's go on a vacation, let's get away, forget about school, and let's just go start summer off right. So, February, I just don't like February. September, I'm not, whatever, Maybe if you have a birthday in September, yeah, but it's always the start of school, it's always the start of everything kind of cooling down a little bit. It's just, it's just what it is. And then May, I'll put it. I guess technically I'm going I guess, but I just don't really care for September. Nothing like really crazy happens. Obviously, again, celebrating like 9/11. What is it? Memorial? No, is that the end of August? I forget. There's like somehow whatever. Veterans Day is in November. I forget whatever. There's like barely any holidays. It's just kind of like September's kind of like remembrance of bad events that happened in the U.S. and whatnot. But there's like no like real holiday, like really. Again, if you count school, like I don't know what's wrong with you. But that's my tier list again down below. I know this is kind of long. I kind of did an intro there at the beginning, but let me know your favorite month, your least favorite month, and if it's different from your birthday month, you can let me know your birthday month too. If maybe do you love it? Do you hate your birthday month? I don't know. I know some people hate their birthdays for certain reasons and whatnot. But for now, like the video, share the video around, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.